What's up, everybody? Just gonna start doing some edits on episode 21 of Impulse Radio. This week we had We Are Nuts on here. Luckily, the audio quality is pretty nice, so there's not a lot of work that needs to be that needs to happen on this. 'Cause sometimes we run into problems with the live streams or doing this thing digitally, different mic quality or internet quality, and there's different things you got to do. So it's not going to be a really long or extensive edit session, but there are some things on here I think I can show you that will hopefully help you out along the way. So this is my first time doing this thing on a live stream, so bear with me a little bit. Might not have the nicest flow, but we'll get there. Anyway, here we go. Actually, I know everything up there is good, so we'll just get to the audio portion. So, first things first. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Impulse Radio. I have a gate on it. Basically, what this does is it doesn't allow things that are above this what is it, negative 22, no, negative 34 decibels. It basically cuts off the signal completely, so you don't have if you have background noise, like maybe like a refrigerator's running, or you got like a hiss or something, or just anything, it will eliminate that. We had a problem a couple weeks ago with our guest having a lot of feedback on their mic. It was just really staticky, but when he talked, his voice was louder than the static. So basically, I put a floor or a gate on it to cover up a lot of the static. So you really only heard the static when he was talking and not in between. The other thing that I could show you is, so the entire show we have this like back mix running. This week was different because we actually didn't do a radio mix, so I have to fill this in. I just used generic drum patterns off a splice, so that way I don't get hit with any kind of copyrights or anything like that. And it's just behind the voice, just to give like a little, I don't know, like build a little bit of a room instead of just being some gas chamber or air chamber with voices in it. Oh, and please feel free to drop some comments. I'm checking them out right now, so if you have any questions or anything, or maybe a tip from me, I'll be down to listen. Just put some random things in here. It doesn't really matter. It's just literally going behind. Oh yeah, Command E is a quick cut. Command C, copy, obviously. Just put that in there, just so it's variation. It's not the same all the way through. Yeah, so anyway, back mix right here. I have an auto pan on it, a compressor for side chaining, and an EQ. The reason I do auto pan is just to kind of push the signal, left and right very, very slowly at the slowest rate right now, and it's only at 44%. Probably could go maybe a little less, but basically it just moves things around and keeps things a little fresh for you while the conversation's taking place. So then we have the compressor for side chaining. If you don't know how to side chain, it's really, really simple, especially in Ableton. You just get yourself a compressor off of the audio effects rack, and then you hit, let's see, it'll be like this, so make sure you hit the arrow, and then hit sidechain. So basically, when you're sidechaining something, you're ducking that signal so the other signal can come up. It's very common with dance music, especially with like drums and basses. They work back and forth. You don't want something to overpower something else. So we have this mix going this whole time. This back mix. And it's just back here just chilling. But you see how this is bouncing a little bit? That's because, and you hear it coming down, that's because the vocals are coming through. And it's ducking it every single time. I pull a kind of a slow release on here just so it flows a little better, I feel. The ratio is not so high. The attack I keep right here. I'm still learning this a little bit, so I'm sure there's better variations of it, but we get there. See if you take it all the way down. It's just loud. So if I play both of these,
I a little more melodic. There's a massive trance community there.
so like that. You just.
What
it's
would you
all the same.
say in Germany and particularly in Leipzig
Turn it up.
is the big sound that when you
You see
that when
how
you hear you
ducks
you
it.
think Germany, you think Leipzig.
As soon
What
as
would
you
you
stop
say
talking,
that sound would be?
It's probably techno.
It'll stay up. See,
Techno. It's like stumpy, heavy, simple,
and then
but
I usually
very
just cut
professional.
out
Very
some of the lower frequencies, just because it's just easier to hear the human voice. Like, for example, my voice, I have kind of a deeper voice, so I usually cut out more low frequencies just so it's easier. It doesn't take up so much room in the mix. What else we gotta do? Typically put some compression on this guy too. This week we did a good job at keeping the vocal signals pretty consistent. Let's bring that up just for better eye. But yeah, I just put like a little compressor over it.
Oh, just give us a sign, sarcasm, when we're back.
I mean, we're live. We're good to go.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we are already live. Okay, so anyways,
It's recording all the time.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, anyway, I would like to. It's a pleasure to welcome to the Impulse Radio show. We have We Are Nuts coming all the way from Germany. How are you doing today?
Hey guys, I'm pretty proud to be here. I'm really good. Hope you're good too during the lockdown, during the shutdown. So
Excellent. Wonderful, wonderful. How have you
Great.
been?
You can hear how it ducks with the sidechain. It's super simple, but I mean, it's great. It's a great little trick. I don't know if you call it a trick. It's just a process at this point. What else do we got? Usually I have to go in here and cut this all up. I'm like really happy there's not a lot more work to do. It's like really even. I think that's actually, if you don't know this, on OBS you can put a limiter and various other audio effects and visual effects on your cams and audio input. So I put a limiter on it. I think at like -10 decibels. So I mean, you can see it's just flat all the way across, and then it's not really crazy. It's not compressed that bad, but that's just a good trick to do when you have multiple audio lines coming in, and you're not in the same room or state or country for that matter. Yeah. What else we got? We gotta bring this. And actually, need to download. So we got it out at the very end.
I don't know how it's working. I'm just clicking the whole time, and now it's just working.
Yeah, so just
Right.
don't touch anything before we lose your audio.
We're not being catfished.
So what can we expect to hear in your mixtape?
So I played a lot of my own remixes, and I played a lot of Chris Lorenzo and Frankie Newland stuff. And I'm really addicted to a guy called Nubase at the moment. I don't know if you heard about Nubase or no.
I don't know if y'all heard about Nubase, but the man's fire. They're all fire. You just gotta get down with it. Out at the very end.
On the balcony, and she came back with like a big Mac Tyson. No lie, really no lie. And I was like, okay, maybe he's joking. And then we opened the door, and there was like a lady. I think she was like in the mid-50s, maybe end of 50, mid-50, I don't know. And she had a daughter, and the daughter already had a daughter as well. And she introduced me to herself and said, yeah, I forgot the name. I don't know it anymore. Ex-wife of Mike Tyson, and he's paying my flat and stuff. And yeah, I sat on the balcony, and she came back with like a big bag of weed, like it was like a pillow size of weed. And she said, yeah, just grab in and take what you need. And I was like, just picking up like a little flower of it, like a little piece. She said, nah, take more, and just grabbed it.
Trying to, it won't. It's not sharing my OBS plugin. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. And boom. All right.
Tyson. No lie, really no lie. And I was like, okay, maybe he's joking. And then we opened the door, and there was like a lady. I think she was like in the mid-50s, maybe end of 50, mid-50, I don't know. And she had a daughter, and the daughter already had a daughter as well. And she introduced me to herself and said, "Yeah, I forgot the name. I don't know it anymore. Ex-wife of Mike Tyson, and he's paying my flat and stuff." And
This is really dope because this is dynamic EQ, right? No. Okay, this is just a dynamic. So you can literally put compression with different parameters on different bands of frequencies, which is pretty awesome. So say like your low and your mid sounds real nice, but your high end's not really hitting the way you want it to. You can just come over here and just put the compression
Tyson.
on the high end.
No lie, really no lie. And I was like, okay, maybe he's joking. And then we opened the door, and then
Pretty dope. And then dynamic EQ.
Tyson. No lie,
Awesome. I'm still
really.
learning this, but basically, you can set these like thresholds, these gain levels, and when
Tyson.
EQ hits that frequency band, then the compression will happen right here, offset. It'll either go up or down, however much you want. So this is good when you have like you're using a bass and then you go up an octave in the same track. It'll get louder sometimes in different areas, so you can EQ it to only drop it down when it hits that level in that range, instead of just cutting all the frequencies on the lower octaves as well. So that's pretty cool.
Tyson. No lie,
I want to bring it up.
Tyson. No lie, really no lie. And I was like, okay, maybe he's joking. And then we opened the door, and there was like a lady. I think she was like in the mid-50s, maybe end of 50, mid-50, I don't know. And she had a daughter, and the daughter already had a daughter as well. And she introduced me to herself and said, "Yeah, I forgot the name. I don't know it anymore. Ex-wife of Mike Tyson, and he's paying my flat and stuff." And yeah, I sat on the balcony, and she came back with like a big bag of weed, like it was like a pillow size of weed. And she said, "Yeah, just grab in and take what you need." And I was like, just picking up like a little flower of it, like a little piece. And she said, "Nah, take more," and just grabbed in and put like a handful on my table. And I was like, "Nah, just stay for 2 days. I can't smoke it." So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then they drank champagne and ate mussels and lobster and stuff. And I was just shy in my corner, smoked my blunt. It was just like impressed. I'm sitting at Mike Tyson's ex-wife. But
yeah, you don't want to piss off Mike Tyson.
really? Did you? Or just me?
No, you don't want to piss off Mike Tyson.
No, never. No, I'm a bit afraid of him. I think he's dangerous.
I don't think you're alone in
think
being
he's-
afraid of Mike Tyson. It's a very normal feeling to have.
So yeah, that was crazy, and I was just impressed. Yeah, world is pretty small sometimes.
It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah. So that seemed like a pretty crazy show experience. Can you share with us any of your pre-show rituals?
Crazy show experience. So I'm not really.
Well,
a
no,
crazy
no. Like pre-show rituals.
guy.
Like ways you get ready before your show.
Oh.
Like what's something you like always do?
Drinking alcohol.
What's your
Yeah.
choice?
Because I'm really nervous every time. I'm really nervous. so I need some alcohol before to get down a bit. And yeah, always
your-
know it. No matter if it's in my hometown or in the USA or Canada or Australia, I'm always nervous. But it's good. It's like, like, I don't know if it's right to say it's gonna be like a high tension. Is it right?
Yeah.
And start focusing, like getting concentrated. And then I need like a little schnapps, like a little spirit, and then yeah, I'm ready.
Hagen, when you told me that you didn't like fast cars, I was starting to wonder if you were actually German. But now you told me that you like to have schnapps. That says you brought it back.
Yeah, right.
So is schnapps your drink of choice, or what is is there another kind of alcohol that you tend to drink before a show?
Yeah, I learned to prefer a good scotch.
Ooh,
to be honest, so
Okay.
no bourbons,
Nice.
no gin, no tequilas. Scotch, like a good Scottish, some Irish
Just trying to
maybe,
get this,
but Scottish is like
download real
a
quick.
good whiskey is always
Plug in
good. Yeah,
here.
smoky,
Nice.
very
Those are-
smoky. Should be very smoky.
Okay.
Sounds like you have a very refined palate. So before in the preparation for the show, you and I were talking, and you had some reservations about being nervous speaking English. And first of all, I want to say you sounded great, so you don't have to worry about that. But also, for myself and sarcasm, English is our first language. As someone who in many ways you
Hey,
drop
what's your
in, maybe
birthday?
I had you drop a little bit, and that felt good, and it felt good to love that you've shown. It really means a lot to me. I don't consider my birthday as a right now. We've decided that
I went out in March yesterday. Just trying.
to reflect. I've taken a lot of time to listen, and that's really the best. It's just one example. Just briefly in the evening.
What happened there?
And I'm there, and I have a sign, and I'm not scream and shout because I don't again I have this feeling that I should listen and just listen to it. And briefly in the evening, and I'm there, and I have a sign, and I'm not really out trying to scream and shout because I don't again I have this feeling that I reflect on what you should do, but don't do nothing. Just do something.
A joke out there for everybody because it really opened up a lot of people's eyes, including myself. And we need to not be silent about this. The world's going in a progressive direction, whether you like it or not. And it's like you can either be an ally or an enemy, and there's no in between, unfortunately. But that's our little political pitch.
That's our little
that'll
thing.
be
Yeah.
it.
But we do. But we don't want to leave you. And we're going to go into one track of the week that we're gonna have for you guys today, and we're going to use it to really push a very popular up and coming, or well, he's been around for a bit, but a very talented African DJ named Black Coffee, who's really made huge strides in electronic music. For you before we bring We Are Nuts on, we're going to play for you a track called Deep.
For people that are watching on Twitch right now, you're not going to hear the music, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's going to go straight into the interview portion, but it will be on our SoundCloud. But before we cut to our interview, let me just tell everybody a little about our guest, We Are Nuts. He's had some hot DJs. He grew to land on the charts. Sometimes straight in your face bass lines video every day to prepare for 2021. This sauerkraut fella very much worth a listen.
Excellent.
All right. So we're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
I should probably change mine though.
21. As the touring calendar is 21.
Excellent.
All right. So we're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Let's see.
All
Excellent.
right. Very much worth a listen.
Excellent.
All right. So we're getting ready to welcome him in right now. Not experiences in electronic music on our SoundCloud. But now, very much worth a listen.
Excellent.
All right. Very much worth a listen.
Excellent.
All right.
I used to feel like everywhere I'm the same. I didn't know then what I know now. A race is just a game.
This track's a vibe.
It don't get deeper. It don't get deeper. Oh, brother, brace yourself, 'cause you will need time. Wrap it in your mind, 'cause you'll never be the same again. Oh, go Negro, go find yourself. Go kneel down. Go kiss that ground, 'cause nothing's gonna really change. Wish it gets deep in the bottom. Deep in the bottom. You can't go deeper than the bottom. They gets deep in the bottom. Deep in the bottom. Can't get no deeper than the bottom of Africa. It don't get deeper. Oh, no, again. Can't get no deeper than the bottom. Oh, incognito, orphan child. Go sing your song. Go things right, things wrong. Everything's about to change. Racing, races out of breath. Go pace your step. Make a social life out of social death. Everything changes.
Way too loud. We're gonna welcome him in right now. Way loud.
Let's see. Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
Damn, that's freaking gross. We're getting ready to welcome him in. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, we had lots of problems getting his audio to work. Forgot about that. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
Oh yeah.
I should probably change mine though. That's better.
We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
Oh yeah.
I should probably change mine though. That's better.
I don't know if you can hear us, Egan, but we cannot see you.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
perfectly
hear
fine.
you.
Oh, perfectly. Yeah, but I don't know why the video isn't working.
I don't know if you can hear us, Egan, but we cannot see you.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
perfectly
hear
fine.
you.
Oh, perfectly. Yeah, but I don't know why the video isn't working. I just try to find out how I can. Maybe.
Are you on your phone or a computer?
I'm on iMac. Yeah, like computer. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There should be a join with video button, I think.
We're getting ready to welcome him in right now. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using.
We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
Oh yeah. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
Oh yeah.
I should probably change mine though. That's better.
I don't know if you can hear us, Egan, but we cannot see you.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
perfectly
hear
fine.
you.
For yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
you
show
don't.
me.
Yeah, you don't need to screen share though. You just need to here. Hold on. It's at the
Okay, that's-
bottom left of the window. You'll see like the video, and
Yeah,
you'll see a
it's
microphone.
Like, it's like a red line. Okay, there's like a button D, but not working.
Cut all that out.
Give me a
It's
minute.
It's a part of it. I mean, when we have to make sacrifices, but because of what we're doing, having to understand that things are gonna be so it's just it's
Definitely.
par for the course. So we're not too upset about it. It's just we
You just keep falling forward.
that's that's pretty much our careers as it goes. It's like when you're DJing and music isn't coming off of a deck or something, and you're somebody trying. If I'm trying to if I'm that's more you. I'm trash. I'm trash on the mic. I can't do that. That's you.
Coming back.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm just trying to look now on a tutorial video how I can activate it.
Hagen, do you want to try leaving the room and coming back?
As
Hey,
well, this is
happened. I don't know, man. I get pretty creative. Oh shucks.
oh
Out
man.
here.
Do you want to tell us about your newest addition to your family, by the way?
Yes, we got this little puppy. We had to stall for a while to get this one
Instagram account for
back
him.
on.
For
Yeah,
hidden
it's
treble. I followed my weakness. That's not the only way we can do it. Had my first beer in 3 months. That was nice. Using your old fashioned for me yesterday.
Oh, okay. Certainly. Well, I usually use this whiskey called Redemption, and you're supposed to peel an orange, spin it 10 times, and then enjoy.
Nice.
Quality samples right here.
Leave out the sugar entirely because triple sec will be in there. Yeah, and you can take
We like
if you want
alcohol,
flavor,
of
all
course,
you have to do is take 1 ounce of whatever you want, whether it's peach nectar or you can do pomegranate. It's something that I'm sending to an artist or most of our stuff is well EQ'd as it is. So I mean there isn't a lot, not like brazen or horrific. If I know something sucks, like you'll read it on my face. I'll be like,
I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah. But it was the one
Oh,
where
shit,
I had
don't think I've got that.
I'll send it. I'm sure I have it to you. I'm sure I have it bad.
Great
I'll
God,
never
you
ha-
don't drop that yellow cake.
Yellow cake. Oh,
Cra-
fuck up in a live set.
The amount of people that you have to come in contact with and kind of deal with, or curtail to the day of, and I had to. That was just like creating this whole like bad energy thing that was happening, and I was
There, but do you remember the time? This is way back during the Tacos and Tech House thing ago. She has a video of it saved. One of my fonder moments I have of Sal, her just like not really on a podcast without slurring through the whole thing. Do weddings, skill wise, bar gig, like no problem.
Yeah.
Cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Cool thing to do. And you have to make sure. There we go. You see
It
him.
works!
He's
Can we
like,
hear you?
We got him. Oh, no, we don't hear him. Hold on.
no sound
It's
yet.
like we could see him, and then we couldn't hear
Ham,
him, and
no
we could hear him and
cheese.
not see him.
No.
Microphone, no video. Fuck,
Hold on, let's see.
can't hear you.
Hold on, figure this out. An added level of this is that, so we are trying
Look
to
at all that. All
work
that.
things, work this
Okay.
wire across the ocean. So, nah, I can't hear you. Your camera works fine though. No,
Looks like you're changing your video settings, though. Give us a thumbs up if you go into the Zoom and the top left of your Mac. Hit preferences.
You hear me
then
now?
try going to
Yes,
audio.
there we go.
Yeah.
I got you.
All that. All that. Goodbye. Jeez.
Let me find out how I can activate the video mode. You hear me now?
Try going to
Yes,
audio.
there we go.
Yeah.
I got you. Say one more thing.
Okay, just give me a second because I can't hear you anymore.
Oh.
Oh
Which
shit.
one
Check 1 2, check 1 2. German. But I'm gonna keep talking so that when you know, but just give us a thumb.
But wait, there's
Oh, you
more.
can hear me still?
We can, yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
So
Check 1 2, check
Ah,
1
got
2.
it.
Check 1
Check,
2.
check.
Check me out.
yeah, now it's working. Should
Got
it?
it? You can hear us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Perfectly.
Awesome.
trial and error. We get it.
First time, to be honest.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Well, are we ready to
Okay.
get this show on the road? How's everything sounding, Sarcasm?
Sounds good. Got everybody coming through, so
Excellent.
we're good to go.
Wonderful,
Good to go.
wonderful. Mr. We Are Nuts, are you ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. So just give us a sign, Sarcasm, when we're back.
I mean, we're live. We're good to go.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we already live. Okay, so
Just
anyways.
recording the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Recording the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, anyway, I would like to. It's a pleasure to welcome to the Impulse. It's a pleasure to welcome to.
Finally.
No, yeah, I can click it, but nothing happens. So
Okay.
the host has a screen sharing deactivated for. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
perfectly
hear
fine.
you. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
Wonder how he feels about using his government name on here.
We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
It's a pleasure to welcome to the Impulse Radio show. We have We Are Nuts coming all the way from Germany. How are you doing today?
Hey guys, I'm pretty proud to be here. I'm really good.
Our crowd fella, very much worth a listen.
Excellent.
All right. We're getting ready to welcome him in right now.
It's a pleasure to welcome to the Impulse Radio show. We have We Are Nuts coming all the way from Germany. How are you doing today?
Hey guys, I'm pretty proud to be here. I'm really good.
Technical
Hope you're good
issues
too
erased
during the
history.
lockdown, during the shutdown. So
Excellent. Wonderful, wonderful. How have you
Great.
been?
It looks like we lost your video.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, so we know that you're
Sorry.
not that you know for as tremendous of an artist you are. Perhaps Zoom isn't your specialty, but how have you been spending the quarantine? How have you been doing?
So I just been at home and did a lot of producing in the last weeks and going fishing since years. So I spent a lot of time at little lakes and seas and with friends and with my girlfriends and unfortunately all of us can't traveling, so there were no holiday, there were no touring, there were no clubbing. I think it's the same in the US. And,
Yeah.
but it's been a good time, to be honest. It's like a little calming down from the past years and from all the nights and all the drinks we had and other stuff, and it's like pretty good, to be honest. But I feel like starting missing it, like the clubbing and the touring and all of the techno stuff we're doing. So I'm missing it.
Yeah, I feel you, but I'm glad that you're being productive. We read your bio earlier, and we know that you are, working every day in the studio. So, anyways, we're gonna get right into the interview, and we always start with the same question that we ask every artist, the most generic of DJ questions, and that is, explain the name. So, can you tell us where the We Are Nuts name comes from and how that became your DJ moniker?
So when I started doing music in 2008 with vinyls, so that was a pretty expensive time. I think you guys remember that. And
I never
I found
had
a
to,
partner.
actually.
I found a partner in 2000, or let me lie, 12.
Shout out Dirty Jers in the house. What do we need? Suspicious link. Proceed. Did I just see? Shit. Yeah, there's all kinds of. So it looks like I have this chain on here as well. On the vocal ends, on everything. Because usually we have separate ends. But because we're on Zoom, it's all one file. Damn.
Okay.
And something
Alright.
from Emily Lenz.
Wow.
My queen.
Everything. It's not in the same. It's not the group. My bad. Been procrastinating on cleaning up all that shit. Finally did it. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, spinny wheel. hope it just canceled what I was trying to do and not this coming in. Okay, cool. Shout out Master Clips in the house. Didn't see your comment until now, my bad. We waiting, we waiting, we waiting. I have a limiter on this, just in case the guest mix gets a little crazy. It doesn't get obnoxious on our mix. Where did I just see that chorus? Oh, okay. Oh, check this out. Convolution reverb. It is, I think it's only with 10 or Sweet for Ableton, but it's on that Max for Live, or is it show plugins? Damn, my computer is just pooping on me right now. Max for Live. Audio effect. Jesus. I think you guys are going to watch my computer die with me. This is embarrassing. Uh-oh. What happened? Hold on. Uh-oh. Let's try it one more time. Is that it? Anyway, I'm not going to click anything, but as you can see, convolution reverb right here. It's just another reverb that Ableton offers you, and it has presets based off of real life locations and like fake locations. But basically, you can put like a reverb on that was relative to a small club or a large club or a cathedral or a tunnel or something. I learned that they used to go back with, I think it was like a track gun that you would fire off for like a track race, and they would go into like a room and they would shoot it off and record the sound, and that would be the preset or the stamp of that reverb, and then they would apply it digitally to give you these sounds. It's pretty cool. Just wait. Uh-oh. computer does not like this file for some reason. What is fucking... So none of this is... I can't drag it right now. I mean, the keys are working. What the poop? It's not even giving me a spinning wheel. Oh no. Don't crash. Damn. Well, I am gonna end this here live stream session and figure out what's going on. But thanks for tuning in. Until next time, be kings.